when should I start looking for a new role? Have recruitment patterns changed?
Yeah, that's a good question. We had noticed a trend over the last 2 years that things were moving earlier and earlier. And the reason for that was the overboiling of the pot. These international schools said, oh my goodness, we realize that teachers are harder and harder to get. From 2016 to 2025, the prediction was international schools would grow almost 100%. So we'd have almost 100% more international schools. The number of English-speaking teachers, qualified teachers, was going to grow at 8% over that time frame. So this is not, these schools were looking at it saying we need to change something. One of those things we changed is we're going to start there. So where they could, they moved their resignation deadline, their renewal deadline for existing teachers to the autumn. If they could do that legally, they would. So once they then know in maybe November, October, what their vacancies were, they would start recruiting. So we are seeing many, many more schools come to us now looking for teachers for next academic year. That's changed. The only way that it's going to change this year because of COVID is uncertainty in certain markets. So China, that stayed the same. We're still running full steam ahead on China. The Middle East, the problem is they don't know when their schools are opening, physically opening. So once they kind of have their plans in place, they're going to staff for uncertainty. By that, I mean they're going to staff assuming some level of online teaching, which means a lower staffing level. So there'll be lower opportunities. Once they know whether they can open fully or not, when that full opening happens, there won't be enough teachers in the world for the Middle East because they're understaffed right now.
So the projection is that we are eventually going to go back to a teacher shortage, which is driven inevitably by globalization, which is, it's not gone away, it's just lying dormant a little bit at the moment. It's going to come back in force.
It's going to come back in force.
I think so, yeah, I agree with that.